Well, I posted some people on my Facebook, and they talk about 9 to 5, like working regular 9 to 5 job, working like under 8, $9 an hour. That is a slave. If you think about it. If you work 8, $9 an hour, taking home 200 bucks, about 200 bucks a week, you can't survive in this in this in this world. If you're making 200 bucks a week, and the rent is $1,000 a month for a nice place, not including electricity, not including all the other bullshit that comes with it. Then you have to take your credit. You have to max out your credit card in order to survive. So it makes you more in debt. So basically, you are a debt slave. Uh, if you're making less than $8 an hour in your 9 to 5 job, then you have no choice to work 2, 3 jobs. Even $10 an hour is not even enough to live. $10 an hour is not even enough to live and support a family. So imagine, if you make 200 bucks a week or 300 bucks a week, can you survive with the outrageous rent, the outrageous mortgage, the outrageous car payment, the outrageous? It's like they force you to buy a car, so you have to buy a hoopty, less than 300-400 bucks just to go to your job, and hopefully it don't break down. Then if your car is a piece of shit, then what's the problem here? Because most of the people I posted are 9 to 5 workers, and they are a slave. Anybody working 9 to 5 under 8, 9 bucks, under $10 an hour, cannot slave and cannot really survive unless you have roommates. Unless you function as a group to survive. $7 an hour. You can't survive at $7 an hour with 2 kids, family, and a house. I was wondering, the greedy fucks. Why do you? I always ask support people, why do you work for the greedy fucks? Why would you? Why would you? It's like you're forced. You have no choice to work for the greedy fucks, which it's a manipulation. It's a manipulation, to get them more richer and you struggling your ass off. It shows you, 10 bucks an hour is not, you can't survive in the way we live now. 10 bucks an hour, I think 10 bucks an hour is not even enough to survive in this fucking world. This greedy ass fucking world. Because they keep on raising the rate up, the tax up. They keep on raising everything up at 10 bucks an hour. You know? It's a white man's world. It's a white man's world. It's so negative. Pure negativity. You know? As an individual, for a person who does $8 an hour, you can't survive. If you're in a pack, if you're like in a group, then you have a better chance of surviving if you are in a group compared to being an individual, because that's the way it's set up. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer, all the way down to the poor people. You know. You know, they love dividing the poor people. They want them to suffer. White people like to see all people suffer. You know, the ones who are greedy, ones who have big corporations. You know, you work 9, 10 hours, and you have to be perfect. You know. Yeah, this one black guy had a good point. You know, if you work 20 years for a company, they will fire you because they don't want to pay you your retirement. They can't afford it. You know. Yeah, if you work 20 years for a company, they'll find a... I've seen it in trucking company where a guy works like 15, 20 years for his company. They laid him off. You know? They laid him off. I've seen that. We have guys today. Like I said, we have old people today working till they're 80 years old. 80. You know, why do you need to work till you're 80? And then, you know, and then sometimes they work at minimum wage at 80. I tell you, this is a negative world that we live in. Have a nice day.